Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, Allie LaForce is our reporter. Allie, take it away.
Brian, thank you. Well, James Harden's one-on-one scoring ability is unsurpassed. He said, quote, "I honestly can't tell you what I'm thinking. Nothing's predetermined. I just need one advantage. Whatever the defense gives me, I take it, and greatness happens after that." Thoughts?
He is deadly, Allie. Thank you. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. On Monday, the New York Knicks come to town, kicking off a homestand for them. Then on Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Orlando, going up against the Magic. A look at the starting group for the Pistons. Bay and Grant make up the forward pair. Cunningham is out there with Josh Jackson. And it's Stewart in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Brooklyn, Durant and Griffin the combo out front. Kyrie Irving out there with James Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Well, here we are in mid-season now, Grant. How do players mentally cope with the grind of an NBA season?
Yeah, that's a good question, B.A. I mean, you have to find ways to take your mind off of things as a team. Having outlets helps distract you. It's so important for players as they endure the lengthy season.
The superb work ethic of Grant. My, what a nice, soft touch inside.
And stolen by Stewart. And now the Pistons in transition. Here's Grant. And the shot's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Irving. Yes, it's good.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
And here's Detroit. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season. Here's Cunningham, defended by Harden. No good, a bit long that time. And just over a minute played here to start the game. And he buries his first look.
The creativity of an artist, that's what Harden has. An excellent decision maker, too. Comfortable at pulling from right here.
Bay outside. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets.
Well, you look at Harden. He doesn't beat you with great speed or by playing above the rim. He wins with pace, angles, and strength. As unique a scorer as we've seen in probably the last 30, 35 years in the NBA.
For 3, here's Harris. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You know, like a lot of shooters, Harris prefers to release off a pass, catch and shoot, not the dribble.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Bay against Harris. Will it go? Gets the 3 ball to go. And Clark Harden is also an expert at using his body as a shield for the ball.
I think it's really a good lesson out there for young players coming up, B.A. Use what you have. Don't try to be somebody else. Use what you have. Don't make excuses. And then get busy putting work in.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fired 3 of your own.
Here's Jackson. We saw him with 19 his last time out. It's good.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Here's Harden on the take. Uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got his second basket.
It doesn't really matter if you body hard enough. He's committed to scoring the basketball, and his concentration allows him to do so.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Irving. Fast break, Brooklyn. Pass to Durant. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
Wow, on fire. They haven't missed a shot so far.
Stewart with it. And Blake Griffin is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Olynyk checked in for the Pistons.
Now, into the lineup for the Pistons, Kelly Olynyk.
And And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Bay passes to Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill. I mean, tremendous athleticism from the Syracuse alum.
He's taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The Pistons trailing. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Cunningham. Here's Olynyk. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Griffin still possessing such incredible timing. Shooters have to be careful when he's on the prowl.
Durant for three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
The Pistons have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Here's Cunningham, defended by Harden, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Cunningham. Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Mills comes in for Harden. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Here's Mills, and the layup is good off the glass.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
So it's Detroit now. It's a 10-point game. Here's Cousins, and he lays it up and in.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
Pass to Mills. Driving to the basket. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Cousins. The Pistons have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Bullock, good.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
Outside Durant. Back to Harris. The three. And the Nets, another three.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there. Harris.
Detroit has gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. Pass to Bullock. Back to Joseph. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Clock at 6. Bullock's shot is off. Brooklyn has gone 4 for 4 so far from three-point land. Impressive. Durant drives in. And it's slammed in by Durant.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
So it's Detroit now. The Nets making their last shot. Down low. Here's Grant. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
The three, here's Harris. Rebounded by the Pistons. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
He gets it up. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's Joe Harris making highlights for the Nets, hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. More 2K action in just a moment. Well, the Nets know they're going to be lights out scoring the ball. Defense, it's all hands on deck.
This league does not one-on-one defense, you know, so it's a team defense. And, you know, the best defenders, the reason why they're the best defenders is because they got 4 guys behind them that's going to help them and that they trust. So, you know, I think that's what makes us good when we do that.
The how KD is an elite scorer, but Grant, he's also a plus defender.
He really is, B.A. I mean, he knows about defenders working together. I mean, they do it nightly trying to slow him down.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Another positive has been their play in the paint offensively.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. Kelly Olynyk is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Corey Joseph. Then it's Reggie Bullock. And it's Grant in at small forward. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Jeremy Grant, the 39th pick back in 2014, has become a leader for the Pistons. He said, I'm enjoying it. I want to be a lot better, and I want to keep growing. I don't want to be stagnant. I just want to embrace the role and help the team get better from here.
Well, he's got all the tools to be a complete player, Allie. No question. The Pistons shooting an efficient 64%. Excellent.
I'll tell you, man, Irving can do many things for your ball club. But at the top of the list, he's a tremendous shooter with great range and great confidence. Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Aldridge outside. Pass to Irving. And here's Brown. Now Mills from outside the arc. Rebounded by Cousins. You know, if you were to hand select a player to take the last shot for you, no one would bat an eye if you chose Kyrie Irving.
Ever since his shot over Steph Curry in 2016, Irving's been a legend. Some of it's his mental approach. People say he marches to the beat of a different drum. That may help him in those big moments.
At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Bruce Brown. At the line, 2 times.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good. Brown. Grant, starting your career in the 50s.
Oh,
You know what I mean. Actually, 90s. Back then, we'd see teams usually score in the 80s and 90s. What do you think of the current scoring?
really, B.A., the 50s? Wow. But it's crazy. I mean, back then, yes, every game was in the 80s and 90s. Now everyone averages at least 100 points per game. So I think it's been an interesting evolution of the game. And, of course, the fans all love offense. And these players and teams today are providing just that.
Super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
And that one falls for Bay. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Harden. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And he's all alone. Pass to Irving. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Irving's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Outstanding body control there by Kyrie. I mean, he continues to score on tough defense, and it never fails to amaze me how he's able to do that so often.
And there's a whistle. That'll go on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. So the Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. Here's Stewart. Pass to Bullock. Here's Cunningham. Stewart with it. 5 to shoot. Bay left side. The shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
The Pistons have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Tipped away. To the inside. Jackson can't get it to go. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Right side, Irving. Kick out to Brown. Pass to Irving. a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You know, last year when Irving announced that James Harden was now the team's point guard, that raised some eyebrows. But as usual, there was a method to Irving's madness.
First one falls for him. Clark, when you talk in depth with Irving, most of his opinions are well thought out.
I agree with you. I mean, he's a bit misunderstood, but he's very thorough and thoughtful and has some interesting things to say. I mean, when he plays the point guard, he says he sees everything that's going on, and I wouldn't argue with him because he's got great vision. When he plays the 2, he knows what he's looking for, and that's to put that ball in the bucket, and he does it as well as anybody in the league.
Oh, stolen by Harden. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And out the line.
That's good from Harden.
Of all the epic seasons James Harden has had, probably 2019. 18-19 might have been his best. The Beard was the second player in NBA history to average 30 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals per game. The other, some Jordan guy.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Irving. There's Jackson with the 3. They get it back. Stewart. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
His first foul.
It goes on Kevin Durant.
At the line for the Pistons.
That's good from Stewart. Claxton, he's checked in for Millsap. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside Durant. And he drives in. And Durant with the big finish.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Cunningham, defended by Harden. And that one's good. Cunningham.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Here's Harden. Rebound Detroit. Stewart's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, swiped away. Got a piece of it.
2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Harden, the pass to Harris. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game. The Pistons making a switch here. Joseph's checked in.
Into the lineup for the Pistons, Corey Joseph.
1:49 left to play in the first half. Here's Jackson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And when he's this close to the bucket, he's dangerous. You got to find a way to keep Jackson away from the goal.
Here's Harden. Here he goes. And then Harden with the jam.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Here's Olynyk. The Nets making their last shot. Misses off the left iron.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it. Boy, just a lovely dish by Griffin.
Here's Joseph. 1:02 left to play in the half. Pass to Jackson. Back to Joseph. Jackson with it. Pounded by Harris. Fires it. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Bay. Back to Joseph. And here's Jackson. Pounded by Harris. Detroit, no good that time either.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Yep, that one goes.
You know, you got to give Harris credit there, guys. He took on a hard challenge and kept his focus and got the work done.
Jackson against Harris. Bay passes to Jackson to win the run. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
You know, when I saw Jackson back in college, I thought he was the best two-way player in the country. I mean, he's athletic, he's confident, he's aggressive. Man, he plays with the verve that you like to see a guy play with.
Both shots good from the stripe. So it's Brooklyn now. They'll take on the Cavaliers at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse after this one. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's the Nets. They lead by 18. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks. I'm here now with Dwayne Casey. Coach, how do you assess your shot selection and your decision-making offensively?
Well, we had some good looks. We just got to make sure we keep our poise and composure and knock them down. We had some good looks. We knew they were going to come out with a lot of juice, a lot of speed, a lot of quickness. We made some mistakes defensively, not matching up quick enough. So, again, we got to keep our composure and stay with our game plan defensively.
Good luck. Thank you, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are in control of this game, up by 18. Kenny, give us your take.
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
Check, what'd you think about the Pistons?
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft. Hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. They can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half. It's going to be a long ride home.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Harris and Durant in as the forwards. Kyrie Irving out there with James Harden. And it's Griffin in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Nets 5. Here's Durant. Offensive board. Out to Harris. From deep three-point range. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Harris has got 14 points for the game. Harris. And for the Pistons, they're shooting it at 52%.
Well, you know, in high school, he was a star. In college, the same thing. Durant got drafted second back in 2007, then immediately became an all-star.
Now here's Grant. Give him 8. 6 to shoot. Here's Jackson. Here's Stewart. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Durant averaged over 20 points a game his rookie year.
And B.A. also won Rookie of the Year as well. Since then, he's won just about every individual honor you possibly could. First ballot consensus Hall of Famer when it's time.
That's good from Stewart. Stewart hits them both. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Pass to Irving. Got a hand on it. Jackson on the wing. Here's the floater. And the layup is up and in. Give him 8.
Man, it's so much fun watching Jackson create. His own shot, and ball handling ability and athleticism gives you a chance to do that.
Now here's Harden. 11 points in the game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, there's an annual survey of NBA executives. Going into last season, the Pistons were selected for worst offseason. But with the promise of their young players, guys, some optimism that the rebuild in the Motor City is off to a strong start.
Physical, defensive-minded, Allie. That's Detroit basketball, isn't it? Millsap, he's checked in for Durant. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Bullock, he's checked in for Jackson. Harden's shot is good.
You know, Harden's so hard to deal with when he drives because you know he's looking to draw the foul, and trying to defend him without fouling is a tall task.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. And there's the drive. And stolen by Irving. Harris outside. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Harris has got 16 points.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Detroit with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Cunningham. Griffin pulls down the board. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Irving finds Griffin. Here's Harris. And the bucket is good. And the Nets lead by 21.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Lets it go from 11. And that one hits the back iron. Oh, stolen by Harris. And here is Irving. Give him 8. Takes it inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 10.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
The Pistons have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to Bay. A shot to stop the run. Rebounded by the Nets.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Harden, the pass to Millsap. He's feeling it. And again, it's Brooklyn.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Detroit calls timeout.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
A big group substitution here for Millsap. Brown, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Mills in for James Harden. Now here's Olynyk. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely. To change. Shot clock at 6. And Aldridge with the block.
You know, over time, Aldridge has really developed into a pretty good shot blocker.
Mills, no good. The Pistons shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. You know, the #1 thing Mills gives you, a confident knockdown shooter from range.
Yeah, Brian, that's been his calling card since he entered the league, but I think he's added some other pieces to his game along the way. He puts it on the floor, creates for other people. He's a much more well-rounded guard now, and I think that keeps him on the floor and in the league. And, you know, Aldridge is a load to deal with. When he gets good position, you pretty much have to be physical with him.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Something every team strives for is getting points off turnovers, and they've done that in both halves.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And that one falls for Aldridge.
You know, players like Aldridge are a little bit of a diminishing breed in the NBA, a master in the low post with all sorts of ways to score in the paint.
And so Aldridge nails them both. There's 1:54 left in the third. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Joseph. He's guarded by Mills. A shot to stop the drought. Joseph can't hit.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Now here's Grant. Give him 8 points now. Olynyk for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Olynyk's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant. Moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
Here's Irving. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Joseph. He's guarded by Mills. Pass to Bullock. And it's in there. Bullock's got his second basket of the night.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Cash. Mills with the bucket. Mills has got 8 points.
Nice touch there by Mills, taking whatever he can get within the offense. Well done.
Pass to Olynyk. Here's Joseph. He's guarded by Mills. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Joseph. Over Aldridge. Joseph can't hit. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Here's Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 14.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
No good. And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Nets out in front, opening up a huge gap. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Dwayne Casey.
All we got to do is move the basketball. The ball will find the right person. All right, get it from side to side. Don't force it.
And you can tell Coach Casey wants his guys to work harder, specifically in how they pass the ball.
It's just basic basketball. When you swing the ball around, the floor is going to open up.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth, we got Trey Lyles. He's out there with Boban Marjanovic. Saban Lee is out there with Reggie Bullock. And it's Magruder in a shooting guard. Pass to Bembry. Outside Mills. Fires for 3. Hits a 3-pointer.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
Detroit has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's Lee. Hauled in by Brown. Brooklyn's gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Outside Mills. And the Nets, another 3.
Mills has been a guy who's been very streaky as a perimeter shooter, but he's been good behind the arc his entire career.
Pass to Magruder. Here's Marjanovic. Here's Lee. And the Pistons, another three.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Claxton down low. Marjanovic on him. And here's Brown for three. It's hauled in by Marjanovic. For Detroit. They've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Lee. Drives to the hoop. And he banks in the layup. Lee's got 5 points in the quarter. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Hey, puts up a three.